This top model risked it all to tell the world about FMG, and you see why. This is Waris Dirie. She's born into a family of nomadic goat herders in the Somali desert. She is a hardworking young girl who just wants to help her family, but her father has other plans. We will return to that story. Years later, we see Waris homeless. She spends her nights sleeping out on the streets and digging through garbage for anything to eat. One day, while window shopping at Topshop, she bumps into a Topshop employee who accuses Waris of shoplifting, but soon drops all her accusations when she realizes Waris has nowhere to go. They slowly become friends, and Marilyn, who lives in a very small single room, convinces the innkeeper Pushpa to let Waris stay the night at the inn.
Mama.
Marilyn also hooks her up with a job at a fast food restaurant. One day at work, she is spotted by Terry Donaldson, a star photographer who must have 20/20 vision because clearly he can spot a superstar. He gives her his card, but Waris, who at the time does not speak English, does not understand him, so she never calls. Meanwhile, after agreeing to let her stay another night, Marilyn and Waris basically become roommates. As Waris slowly begins to learn English, she meets Neil, a janitor who seems to keep a close watch on her. One night when Waris and Marilyn go out dancing, she also meets Harold. Oof, now that's what I'm talking about. They immediately hit it off, but Waris, feeling overwhelmed, runs away and walks in on Marilyn getting busy with another man. Seeing this angers her because as a child she was subjected to female genital mutilation, for she was taught that only a cut woman is a good woman.
When I was little, 3 years old,
they cut everything away and then sewed it up.
That's what it is to be a woman.
No.
Meanwhile, Waris gets back to work and Terry returns again, and this time Marilyn convinces her to give him a call and was also able to get Harold's phone number for her, as a good friend should. But all that has to be put on hold because Waris experiences constant pain. So Waris finally agrees to go to the hospital, where a doctor reveals to her that her pain is due to being sewn up too tight, and this problem can easily be fixed with surgery. Unfortunately, a male Somali nurse who was brought in to translate tells her,
Well, tell her she's doing the right thing.
His words causes her to reflect back to her childhood, and in this memory we find out her father arranged for her to get married to an old, disgusting man, becoming his fourth wife. Waris refuses, so she does something unthinkable. She runs away, leaving her mother and brother behind, crossing days of desert alone till she was able to get a ride to Mogadishu, although the ride came at a cost. After fighting off another predator, she was finally able to arrive safely at her estranged grandmother's home. After this memory, she returns to the hospital and chooses to have the surgery. And she doesn't stop there. She decides to also give Terry a call.
So you're really interested in being a model?
I am interested in better life.
Who shoots her and refers her over to Lucinda, an ambitious agent who signs her on the spot. Of course, Lucinda immediately books her on back-to-back photo shoots, New York, Paris, and Milan's Fashion Week, and a major campaign in the United States. Everything is finally going well for her until her agent finds out that
I spent days getting new bookings all over the globe, and then I discover you're illegal.
And creepy Neil offers a solution.
Yeah!
But luckily, Pushpa has a better idea, and after securing her a fake passport, everything is back on track. But unfortunately, the passport doesn't work, and she's arrested at the airport. During her detainment, she reflects back to her days at Mogadishu. We find out that after escaping and meeting her grandmother, who soon tells her that she can't stay, and she is sent to London to work as a maid in the Somali embassy. She spends her teenage years in forced labor, isolated and alone. Then one day, the job suddenly ends due to the war in Somalia. The embassy staff is recalled, and she is faced with returning to war-torn Somalia or going out on her own. Waris chooses to stay in London, homeless and undocumented. Back from that memory, after making bail, she was informed that she will be granted asylum as a political refugee thanks to a very expensive lawyer hired by her agents. But
you will do every job I send your way, and you will not complain, and you will do it before the immigration authorities send you back.
Even charging her for missed jobs that were out of her control. Realizing she needs a work permit, she finally agrees to marry Neil.
Remember, I have no money.
I don't want your money.
And you can't touch her?
Oh,
I've got a girlfriend, actually.
Meanwhile, Neil reassures her that this is a platonic friendship marriage and convinces her to live with him in order to secure her documents, even insisting she sleeps in his bed. In the meantime, Waris gets back to work, posing for a career-changing intimate photoshoot with Terry, during which Waris connects with her sexuality, even fantasizing what it would be like to be intimate with Harold, the boy she ran away from so long ago. But back home, Neil becomes jealous and possessive, deluding himself into believing that he is really her husband.
You better not be cheating on me.
During a government check-in, Neil uses this moment to force Waris into a very much unwanted kiss and increasingly becomes unhinged. Just when Waris thought she couldn't last one more minute with Neil, her documents finally arrived and she was out that door. And with her papers finally secure, Waris's career was finally able to take off, shooting her to the top as she graced runway shows all around the world, finally earning enough money to pay back her agency and then some. Now a confident top model, she decides to give Harold a call and she tracks him down only to find out that he is already spoken for.
My friend lives on the same floor. Yeah.
After this, she realized that she can never truly be happy until she shares her story, her whole story. Meanwhile, Harold, who is still confused by their interaction,
She shows up out of nowhere. She sees my roommate, freaks out, runs away.
wonders who Harris was and how to contact her, but he doesn't have to wonder too long. In the end, we see Waris, who is now a UN Goodwill ambassador, give a groundbreaking speech against female genital mutilation at the UN, with Marilyn and Harold watching.
When I was a child, I said I do not want to be a woman. Why, when it is so painful and so unhappy? But now that I am grown, I am proud to be who I am.
Desert Flower is a 2009 film based on the autobiography by Somalian model and activist Waris Dirie. What makes this film powerful is that it doesn't sanitize Waris' story. It shows the violence, the trauma, and the impossible choices she had to make just to survive. Waris risked her career, her safety, and her relationship with her own community to save other girls from what she endured, and eventually left modeling to focus on campaigning against FMG. I remember watching this as a teenager and hearing about FMG for the first time because of this movie. Waris was the first to draw global attention to this, and Leah, who is stunning by the way, did an amazing job bringing her story to life. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Abby and this is Vixens Cinema, where I feature movies with complex female characters. New episode drops every Friday, so please hit like and follow for more. Bye.